Hello, I'm Robert Kirby. I'm part of Group 1, along with Derek Dalton, Ashton Weaves, and Michael Minner.
And May
Our group picked the distracted driving and transportation incidents. And the incident that I actually selected to do my portion on involved a school bus, a 52-passenger school bus, and a recycle and trash removal service truck. In this incident, it looks like it occurred April 18, 2005 in Arlington, Virginia, and it actually resulted in two fatalities, 3 serious injuries, and 4 minor injuries. And those 2 fatalities were actually small children. It looks like the incident actually occurred on a Monday morning, just shortly before 8:40 a.m. And from what I'm reading here, it seems to be that the passenger school bus was driving westbound and easing into the left lane to make a left-hand turn, and the trash truck was coming eastbound, going straight through a lot. From reading the accident description here, the school bus actually eased over and encroached the right lane. Encroached the yellow line into the other lane, the other ongoing traffic's lane, and the trash truck actually may have done the same thing, but the school bus definitely encroached the yellow line. On talking to the police and investigators when they showed up at the scene, it looks like maybe some time after, the driver actually stated that she was distracted, and that she was distracted by a couple students that were standing on top of a seat, and then a clipboard that had fallen and made maybe a noise that maybe had started her and caused her maybe to increase that jerk and increase that yellow line into ongoing traffic. The trash truck sideswiped the whole left-hand side. Like I said, it was 2 fatalities, 3 serious injuries, and 4 minor injuries on people here. Witnesses say that there don't seem to be any speeding in this incident. Both drivers seem to have been doing the speed limit at the time of the accident. You can see here is, it's kind of hard to see, I know, school bus. Here's a pretty good picture of it. You can see it, of what it done to the trash truck there. So it definitely was a massive collision. Of course, the NTSB, National Transportation Safety Board, got involved. They performed an investigation. They started, all the way up to some of the maintenance logs of both vehicles. Both vehicles seemed to be in working condition. There was no incidents from either one of those. Everything was up to par on both of the mechanics, the tires, and different things like that as far as inspection goes with both vehicles. Just looked like the main thing was, what the investigation ended up yielding was that the school bus driver had just started a new job as a grocery store stocker, and she had worked that Saturday and Sunday from 11 a.m. to 6 a.m. both days. And that Sunday night, when she worked at 11 and got up and worked at 6 Monday morning, she reported to work at like 6:30, 6:45 to start the bus route. And as you can imagine, I mean, that's a lot of hours. I imagine she was pretty tired. And so, with being tired, you couple that with kids that may be, obviously, I mean, these kids I think were from pre-K all the way to 5th grade. So I've got 3 kids myself that are those ages, so I know how much of a distraction they could be, which is why I'm outside doing this report. Even though one of them out here right now that followed me out here. But with that said, you being tired makes you easily distracted. It looked like she may have been easily distracted by something that probably happens on a normal day basis. Kids screaming, talking loud, and making noises with different things, and up on the seats, and having to tell them to sit down. And I think maybe her starting a new job and maybe being more tired than she normally is caused her to lose focus there just for that brief split second. That maybe caused her to encroach on that yellow line there and end up hitting a trash truck. It's like distractions are everywhere. I mean, I'm not saying it's nobody's fault, but somebody died and hurt, and that's always bad. And when things like that, we all try to find an answer and usually try to find people to blame and things like that. I know it happens a lot where I work, not involved in accidents, but people get blamed for stuff, but they shouldn't be. Anyhow, Here's another picture of the thing. The NTSB did their investigation. The school bus driver actually refused to talk to them. She talked to the police, but she did not talk to the NTSB. But this information was revealed later on about her far as working another job. The probable cause that the NTSB came up with was that the National Transportation Safety Board determined that the probable cause of the accident was the school bus driver's encroachment into the trash truck's lane and the trash truck driver's failure to maintain proper lane position for undetermined reasons, causing the front left sides of the two vehicles to collide and the vehicle to sideswipe each other. On the end, that was their case, which I agree. I think that her being tired made her be easily distracted. The investigation did also yield that there was no deal where either driver was on the phone, talking on the phone, texting on the phone, or any social media outlets or messing with the radio, anything like that. Both drivers were, both hands on the steering wheel and driving. Just one just got distracted and encroached the line there. Maybe the other one did too. I was kind of, when I first began reading this, I was actually expecting, a deal where that would be the case, where somebody was messing with a cell phone and things like that. You see a lot of that going on, especially now, which this was in 2005. That's 12 years ago, but you do see a lot of that now. People just can't seem to stay off the phone. And you're on the phone for a split-second text. Next thing you know, you're in the other lane or on the shoulder of the road, things like that. Distractions are definitely everywhere, and this was the case in which somebody died, so that's never good. I'd say going forward from this case, it didn't get into anything with the bus driver as far as what happened or anything like that, but I'd say that bus driver probably would have to give that job up. There's just no way you could work, go in at a job from 11 o'clock at night, work to 6 in the morning, then 45 minutes later hop on a bus and be driving small children around with that. I would say that would be my deal of it. That bus driver would no longer be able to do that and then safely drive children around to and from school. Those are the main points of this. I wasn't going to read this verbatim here. It's like a 30-page report here. Looks like a 20-page report. Excuse me. So that's really it. Like I said, the distraction was coupled with not enough sleep, the clipboard, along with the kid on the thing, led to a wreck. I'm Robert Kirby. Thank you for your time. Have a good day.